G. Ernest Wright had ambitious plans to advance archaeology, but his students, William Dever, Joseph Seeger, and John Holliday, ultimately put them into action. In the 1960s and 1970s, they applied more scientific and interdisciplinary methods at sites like Gezer, deepening our understanding of life in ancient Canaan and Israel. After the establishment of Israel in 1948, Israeli-directed archaeological efforts intensified. Benjamin Mazar, often regarded as the father of Israeli archaeology, conducted major excavations at sites like the Temple Mount. Other influential figures included Avraham Biran, who led long-term digs at Tel Dan, Yohanan Aharoni, and Yigael Yadin, who explored key sites like Arad, Hazor, and Masada. Their contributions laid the foundation for future generations of Israeli archaeologists who continue to excavate ancient sites in Israel and Canaan. British archaeologists also made significant contributions to the field. Kathleen Kenyon, a pioneer in modern excavation techniques, applied the Wheeler-Kenyon method in her work at Jericho and Jerusalem. This method involved careful recording of occupational layers, helping archaeologists build a more accurate picture of ancient sites. From the 1960s, archaeology in the Middle East became increasingly multidisciplinary. While written sources and artifacts remained key, new technologies, such as ground-penetrating radar, GPR, laser surveying, and geographic information systems, GIS, revolutionized the field. These tools allowed archaeologists to map sites with precision and identify buried features before excavation began. Pottery analysis also expanded beyond dating, helping archaeologists trace trade routes and cultural connections. For instance, pottery at North Sinai sites revealed links to Egypt's Libyan desert and Syria. The field of archaeology also began to incorporate environmental and anthropological research. Paleo-environmental studies now explore how ancient people interacted with their surroundings, while the analysis of human and animal bones provides insights into ancient diets, health, and diseases. At Tel El Borg, animal remains revealed that residents ate a diverse diet, including cows, goats, pigs, and fish. Ethnoarchaeology, which compares ancient practices to those of modern communities, has also become valuable. For example, studies of Bedouin huts shed light on ancient construction techniques at Tel El Borg. This scientific approach has replaced earlier treasure hunting methods, offering a clearer picture of ancient societies. Modern archaeologists use databases to organize vast amounts of data, allowing for more thorough research and collaboration. In the late 1970s, William Dever challenged the traditional focus of biblical archaeology, arguing that many archaeologists prioritized proving the Bible over objective research. He advocated for a more scientific approach, leading to what is now called Syro-Palestinian archaeology. This shift emphasized that archaeology should not be limited to biblical history. This change coincided with the rise of historical minimalism, a movement that views biblical stories with skepticism. Minimalists argue that many biblical accounts, especially in the Pentateuch, were written long after the events they describe and were shaped by theological agendas. Figures like Abraham, Moses, David, and Solomon, they contend, may not have existed as described in the Bible. This perspective gained traction in the 1980s and 1990s, challenging traditional views of biblical history. In response, Dever wrote What Did the Biblical Writers Know and When Did They Know It? 2001, defending the Bible's historical value, particularly during the Iron Age 1200 to 586 BC. He criticized minimalists for overlooking archaeological evidence that supports biblical narratives and argued that archaeology and the Bible should work together to provide a fuller understanding of Israel's history. Similar debates have arisen regarding the New Testament. Some scholars, such as those in the Jesus Seminar, argue that many stories about Jesus are fictional. Despite this, Dever and others believe that archaeology can still verify important aspects of both the Old and New Testaments. After decades of research, Dever remains hopeful that archaeology can shed light on biblical narratives.